Welcome back to the Fragrance Fraternity, everybody. Thanks for spending some time with me today. Now, contrary to popular belief, you don't have to spend a lot of money to smell great. So I have 10 excellent fragrances for you, men's fragrances, designers. They're gonna have you smelling great without having to spend a whole bunch of that hard-earned money. Let's get it started off with Davidoff Coolwater Wave. Now, I got this big 200 ml for $37, so you're gonna get a lot of product here. The cap is nothing to write home about. Pretty good atomizer on this. Actually really good, better than I remember. This is gonna get you pretty similar to Invictus Aqua. It's gonna be in that style, but it does come across fresher. I have one more alternative here that I'm gonna talk about in a second that is a little bit more creamy, but this one is Invictus Aqua, but freshened up. Performance is a couple hours, so this would be best for a gym type situation, or if you're gonna be going into the office just for a couple of hours. I wouldn't expect this thing to last all day, but the freshness here is like an 11 out of 10. It is to another level of freshness. So if you love fresh fragrances, you're gonna like this one. It's perfect for the summer, perfect for those really high heat days. Coolwater Wave, great quality for what you're gonna pay. And really quickly, the alternative to that one, if you want something a little bit more creamy, about the same amount of performance and projection, Hollister Wave 2, it's going to be in that similar style. And then also Montblanc Legend Spirit would be another good alternative to that Invictus Aqua DNA. The Coolwater Wave is going to be the freshest of the bunch. Let's keep it going with Coach Platinum. Coach Platinum, you're mainly going to pick up vanilla. You're going to get some ambroxan from the original Coach for men. That's kind of melded up in here as well. You're gonna get a nice pineapple in the opening. You're gonna also get some spices in there as well. It's more of a wintertime fragrance. It's more of a nighttime fragrance. It is a little bit sweeter. It comes across a little bit stronger. And make sure that you're a fan of vanilla, because the vanilla is really prominent, especially in the dry down. Pretty standard presentation, like all the Coach for Men ones come. The atomizer is actually pretty good. It's built in, and cool thing, you can twist this little cap, twist it that way, and it'll lock it so it won't spray. Oh, well, I'm supposed to lock it. Well, that's weird. Mine didn't lock. Why didn't mine lock? Oh, maybe mine's broken. How embarrassing. Well, mine used to lock. Mine locks on the other Coach for Men. And of course, now that I'm filming it, it's not. Wow, that was a pretty epic fail there. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, or it's supposed to keep it from spraying. Well, pretend I didn't say anything about that one, because it's supposed to lock it, but it clearly didn't. Anyway, Metal Rain is going to be the next one. Moving on, Metal Rain is going to be the next one. These always have a hard time showing up on camera. There we go. Banana Republic Metal Rain. So this is from their Icon line. I do like the coloration of these bottles. This one is, I guess you could call that like a beige color. This smells like Silver Mountain water, and I get a little touch of Millésime Impérial as well. So if you want something refreshing, something that's gonna make you feel like you're on vacation, very uplifting, really good for the summer, very fresh. It's also got like maybe like a lemony zing to it as well. It's really great stuff. It's pretty addicting. I've been pretty addicted to this one lately. It's a scent profile that draws you back again and again. You want to keep wearing it. So this is a really great one if you like any of those aforementioned creeds and you want to get something in that similar vein and you're paying 1/10 the price. The next one is going to be Burberry London. Burberry London is a spicy tobacco fragrance. It's really great in the winter time. It's very masculine. It's got a little bit of port wine in there as well. Brings you in that holiday spirit, brings you to that Christmas time spirit because of the spices in here. It's really cozy. It's fresh, spicy. That's how I would categorize this. And it doesn't come across too dark. It's got a nice airiness about it to where it's fresh enough to pull off also in the spring and the fall. So good versatility with this one. I've even worn this one in the gym before, and it worked okay. I would just say dial back the sprays because there is a freshness to this as well. Really, really great from Burberry. This is my favorite from Burberry, period. Definitely worth checking this one out. If you're only going to check out one from Burberry, I would suggest Burberry London. This one got some hype a couple years ago, and then it kind of died down, and hopefully people will start talking about it again because it's phenomenal. Maybe that one also has tobacco, and maybe that one isn't for you. So here's a good alternative for a tobacco fragrance. I actually wore this one today, CK1 Shock. It smells like an expensive lotion to me, so take that for whatever you want to take it for. It's kind of in the same performance level as the Burberry London. I would say average performance, not bad, but average. That's the thing with a lot of these more affordable fragrances, is they're not going to last as long as the more expensive stuff. Typically there are exceptions, and I got a couple of them coming up here. But CK1 Shock is another good tobacco alternative, maybe if Burberry London isn't for you for some reason. Let's keep it going. We have a blue fragrance now. Blue fragrance, First Instinct Blue. So this is my personal favorite from the First Instinct line. This has a similarity to Ralph's Club Eau de Parfum, and also imagine a more powdery, less fruity Dylan Blue. That's what I get with this one. It is very versatile, just like most blue fragrances are, right? That's what they're built for. This one also lasts about 2 to 3 hours. It's not as fresh as like the Coolwater Wave, but it is fresh enough to work in an office type setting or a school type setting. There is a powderiness to it though, a little bit of more of a thickness here with this fragrance. So worth checking out. I think you can get this 100 ml for like $18 at Ross. So for that price, it's a no-brainer. This is my second or third bottle already that I've gone through. Really great blue fragrance. If you don't want to wear your Bleu de Chanel or your Sauvage or something that was a little bit more expensive, and you want to wear something that's going to be in that realm but save you a couple bucks, right? You can go with that one, and it's going to get you in that realm. By no means is it even close to the quality of those, but for what you pay, the actual scent itself is good. You know, you don't have to spend a whole lot of money and only wear the most expensive stuff if you enjoy stuff that costs less and you legitimately enjoy it. Like, I wear stuff that's really expensive and really cheap. I don't care how much it costs as long as I enjoy it, right? That's what this is all about. It's just a tool to improve our lives, to enhance, right? So let's keep things in perspective. Next one is going to be Montblanc Individuel. This has got a similarity to Yop Homme. This is going to be very synthetic, so be warned. If you're very opposed to synthetic type fragrances, this is not going to be for you. But if you're like me and you like stuff that's a little bit more abrasive, a little bit more in your face, stronger type stuff, this will be one that you want to check out. This has been around for a while, but it still works. It really does. There is a raspberry note that you pick up in this. So if you like raspberry and you don't mind synthetic, it is better on the performance side than pretty much everything I've mentioned so far. So you're gonna get good performance out of this one. That syntheticness adds to the performance, you know, so it's like a trade-off. It is a little more synthetic, but you also get great performance with it. And I do like this bottle style. I think it looks pretty classy. For some reason, this is one that I reach for more when I have a formal situation or a suit and tie event. Individual just comes to mind. It seems a little bit more grown up to me and good for formal situations, although you could pull it off in other situations. I would maybe not wear this one in the gym. I would not maybe wear this one in the super high heat days because it could come across cloying. There is a sweetness here with that raspberry, so just be aware of that. The next one is going to be also from Banana Republic. I've been talking about this one a decent amount, but no one else really is, so that's why I want to talk about it more. Slate Arctic. So I can't find any notes online about this, so I can only really tell you what I'm smelling, but this is amazing. It really is. you have to like lavender because this is the main note that I'm picking up. I don't really know what else is in there. It's more just like a lavender bomb to me. The only information I could find about this was one random subreddit where they claim that this smells like Invictus, and this doesn't smell like Invictus, especially not in that bubblegummy way. It does have that sweetness, so I'll give them that, but I wouldn't say this is a one-to-one clone or really that close. I think the most Invictus thing about it is just that they're both really sweet, but there's no bubblegum type sweetness here, more just that lavender is so prominent. Great performance though here, great performance. Just right up there with the Individual, perhaps even better. I'm getting around 10 hours with this. I'll even smell it on myself the next day after wearing it. It is very strong. It's an eau de parfum concentration. If you like lavender, you're gonna love this. Slate Arctic, Banana Republic. And I do like these bottles too. I think they're quite nice. The cap is whatever. The atomizer though, it's pretty good. And these bottles are thick glass, and I think they look quite classy for what they are. Two more. Let's do Montblanc Presence. So this one is one that's grown on me. I've been finding myself going for it more and more. And this is a good one that if you want to wear something that is soapy and spicy at the same time, so it's not gonna come at you too heavy with the spices. The spices that you get in here is mostly just cinnamon, which I love cinnamon, so I'm happy to wear this. If you like cinnamon, then you'll probably like this too. It also has that soapy nature to it, so it smells clean, it smells refined. This is very versatile. I can't see many people not liking this. If you're really against spicy fragrances, then yeah, probably skip this one, but this one might just grow on you like it's grown on me. It's not super unique or distinct, or it won't blow your mind the first time you smell it, right? But is it crazy unique? No. Is it a good fragrance? Yeah, it is. So that's just what it is. I also like the bottle on it. These half crescent bottles are pretty cool, and decent atomizer. Performance is good on this. I would say it's slightly above average, so maybe around 5 hours, 6 hours. And yeah, it really, the special thing about it is the way that it combines the soapiness with the spiciness. So you kind of get the best of both worlds there. And that also adds to the versatility to it. Great bang for your buck here. With Montblanc, many of their fragrances are going to be great bang for your buck in this price range. So check it out, Montblanc Presence. Last one of the list here, it's going to be one more blue fragrance. And this one I bought as a recommendation from, you guys may know the channel TLTG Reviews. He talks about this one a lot, and for good reason. I'm so glad that I decided to blind buy this, because holy smokes, this is beautiful. This is a great blue fragrance. It is a little bit more mature. It's a little bit deeper than a lot of the stuff out there. It kind of takes little bits and pieces from all of your favorite blue fragrances and combines them into one. This was done by Alberto Marias of Aqua de Jo fame. And I love this bottle presentation. I love the gradients of it. I think the Ferregamo down there looks really nice, and this cap is pretty great. I love how it clicks into place. You'll be able to hear it. Really strong click in there, so you know it's in there. You could definitely pick this one up by the cap, no problem, right? Let's check out the atomizer here. Yeah, it's actually really good. It is pressurized. And give it a smell. Yeah, there is a richness here that you won't find in other blue fragrances. So it's really something special. This one is slowly creeping up into my like top of the top of stuff that I like. It just keeps inching up there. I keep finding myself wanting to wear it because it's very refined and it smells upscale, well blended. I can't believe what you get for what you pay here. This, you know, I'm not gonna steal the thunder on this because this is all credit to TLTG for talking about this, but I figured that if I was gonna make a list like this, I haven't talked about this one too much, so it's worth including here. This is blind buy worthy if you're a fan of blue fragrances. That's it for today. Thanks so much for spending some time with me. I hope this was helpful. If you see these at the rack store, maybe check them out. Let me know what you think about this list. What are some affordable men's fragrances that you love that I may have missed? I'd love to hear about your recommendations. Take care, everybody. I'll see you on the next one.